Hey guys, this is Zishan from ultimateofftimes.com. Today we are going to talk about the DNF Duel. Review of DNF Duel with info on the story, gameplay mechanics, and everything else you need to know before you buy. DNF Duel brilliantly reinterprets the classic dungeon and fighter RPG classes. Whether it's the sneaky ranger's lightning fast and showy gunfire or the crazed berserker's uncontrolled raw power, each character's trademark features have been heightened and modified, fighting action at its finest, dungeon and fighter. One of the world's most popular and widely played RPGs is now available as a 2.5D action fighting game. Choose from 16 endearing characters, each with its own set of abilities and personalities. Outwit, outplay, or outright beat your opponents to become the ultimate master. Story mode immerses you in the world of dungeon and fighter by allowing you to play through each character's origin story. Personalize your player profile and gain access to exclusive wallpapers and sounds in the gallery. DNF Duel elevates the fighting game genre with an innovative combat system and tactics. Each character has unique moves and strengths that are enhanced by their awakening effects. Keep an eye on your MP gauge and white damage gauge, lest your opponent catch you off guard. Those warriors are given fresh life as Arc System Works continues to upgrade its older Guilty Gear titles with rollback netcode. Is there room for another fighter, though? With recent entries in the genre like Guilty Gear Strive and others on the way like SNK's King of Fighters XV, Game Informer editor John Carson believes so after playing the DNF Duel beta over the weekend. Wesley LeBlanc, the editor of Game Informer and today's host, is joined by John, aka the King of Late Night, aka probably the greatest fighting game player in the world, to discuss the recent beta test, Arcade Mode, in which your chosen character faces off against a succession of player-selected opponents, and Survival Mode, in which you can put your skills to the test against an endless stream of adversaries, cashing out your score for a variety of health, damage, and meter bonuses between rounds. All of them appear to be excellent ways to become familiar with DNF Duel's diverse cast of characters. Survival Mode in DNF has a lot in common with Arcade Mode. It is a game-style mode in which you fight a large number of opponents one after the other. The main distinction is that your HP is carried over between rounds based on your prior fight scores. In between bouts, you can visit the enhancement store and buy several random enhancements for your fighter. HP, attack, defense, monopoint recovery, strengthening guard, and other items that restore varying quantities of health can also be purchased. The exciting aspect is that you can concentrate on specific data and devise a plan that will keep you alive the longest. The most intriguing aspect is that your opponents will level up alongside you. They will grow stronger with each round you win, necessitating the need to adjust your purchases and respond to the present position of your opponents. This will be a highly enjoyable option to play because you will be competing against yourself and other players on the scoreboard to see who has lived the longest and taken out the most opponent. Only the strongest of the strong will be able to use it. Berserker, Striker, Grappler, Inquisitor, Dragon Knight, Ranger, Hitman, Kunoichi, Enchantress, Vanguard, Swift Master, Ghostblade, Troubleshooter, Crusader, Launcher, and an unlockable hidden character are among the 16 characters available. DNF Duel incorporates 17 years of narrative into its storytelling and character development, aided by beautiful graphic details that blend seamlessly with era and stage designs. Duels can be had on 8 different stages: Sky Tower, Oceanic Express, Moonlight Tavern, Hendon Mire, Ghent City of God, St. Horn, Zelva, and Ruins. Striker, dubbed the human embodiment of punches and kicks, is a small but highly skilled martial arts practitioner capable of dazzling, extended combos as well as bruise-inducing series of punches on the ground and, seemingly, in the air. Striker's brief trailer shows her sending Grappler to the hospital room, then scooping up her bags and skipping off to her next bout. Striker, who looks like a cross between Ryu, Ibuki, and Makoto from Street Fighter, is tough as nails and, dare I say it, adorable as a button. The beautiful Ranger emerges from the wastelands and onto the battlefield, deploying a combination of sharpshooting weapons and superb gymnastics to overwhelm his opponents. Ranger, unlike similar gun-based fighters like Guilty Gear Strive, Happy Chaos, and Mortal Kombat 11 Seconds Everyone, combines balletic martial arts with trigger-happy action to create his own style, all while preserving his slick and rebellious image of super anime cool. Ranked Match lets you compete against similar level players to climb the competitive ladder. Change matchmaking and battle parameters before queuing. DNF Duel's ranked match ranking system starts with Bronze. Win 3 ranked match games to progress. Player profile shows the number of player matches, ranking match history, login time, and main character. You can also buy an in-game avatar. The ranked match record reveals each character's battle history, win streak, perfect co-rounds, awakening skill finishes, etc. The replay library lets you rewatch ranked matches. DNF Duel players can examine their rank and battle records. This shows your profile to online DNF Duel players. Change your profile's title, player name, the main character, and avatar. Battle records is DNF's fighting career. Duel rules varied. The battle records have more details. If you want to pick up advice or play an opponent, use the replay viewer to rewatch a ranked match. You can store 100 replays with the match's date and version number. To locate a match, we filter characters, modes, and display formats. The DNF Duel gallery is shown. It will not simply include gaming illustrations. This will also be a place where you may view movies while playing and listen to background music and character voice lines. It is shown in the movie section that earning gold is required to unlock things like the opening movie. The makers of DNF Duel released a trailer showcasing the game's additional modes. After practice in narrative mode, the team developed local single mode, which comprises free combat, story, arcade, and survivor, and online mode for rated battles. DNF Duel looks great on a modest PS4. The game's graphics aren't as technically impressive as Guilty Gear Strive, Granblue Fantasy Versus, or Dragon Ball FighterZ, but the art style helps carry DNF with vibrant colors and characters that make every attack shine. Duel's basic gameplay feels like a mix of Granblue, BlazBlue, Cross-Tag Battle, and Persona 4 Arena, which isn't a terrible thing. Others have called it a simplified Guilty Gear XRD. Standard A, Standard B, Skill, MP skill, plus Guard and Awakening skill. Special attacks are done by hitting a direction with a skill button, like Granblue, while you can execute more conventional inputs for MP skills. Doing so only speeds up MP recharge, hence Duel is more focused on these basic inputs than GBVS. This game features more special moves than ordinary ones, which emphasizes flair but may not be for everyone. On paper, all the characters are essentially identical, but the developers differentiated them with wildly different play styles. It leads to interesting design decisions, such the Ranger's primary shots being on his typical buttons and his melee strikes being his specialty. At a bare minimum, the FX 4350 at 4.2 GHz, or an Intel Core i5-3450 at 3.10 GHz with 4 GB of RAM, and a Radeon HD 6870 or GeForce GTX 650 Ti with 1 GB VRAM are required. My recommendation is an i7-3770 at 3.4 GHz, 8 GB RAM, and a GeForce GTX 660. In all circumstances, 20 GB of disk space is required for the entire installation. DNF Duel will be released on June 28, 2022 for PS4, PS5, and PC via Steam. DNF Duel, which is less expensive than Strive in USD, is more than 7 times more expensive in Argentina. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this video, so just click the like button below, and also to watch more videos from us. Just subscribe to Ultimate of Times and also join our forum to build a gaming community.